name's Eric Wilson. I'm an independent licensed mechanic, 35 years of service, and in the next 5 to 6 minutes I'm going to show you the inside story on this '06 Ford Freestar. Okay, starting off with the front left tire, you got about 50% on your tread on these all-season treads. Not the greatest, but not the worst either. Okay, now in here you notice your CV boot here. Okay, this is intact, very important because this is full of grease. It looks like they've got a new control arm here. That's very recent. Okay, and I'm going to check, this is your lower ball joint. I'm going to check that because I've got the jack under there, and I'm going to check that from the outside. And I'm also going to check now, if you see in there, you see your that joint right there is a sway bar link, and it connects up to there, and that's intact as well. Good looking so far. And I'm going to look in now. There is a bit of a sweaty oil leak on the motor. Looks like possibly the oil pan. A little bit of a drip there. So yeah, it is what it is, but it's not surprised when a car does this many kilometers, but just so you're aware of it for your own information. Okay, on the left front stretch, okay, if you notice this is rusty, and that's good. Okay, rust is not a problem. If it was oily, it would be a problem because these struts are full of oil and this is not leaking. So that is a good sign. Your spring is intact, and that's good. Now with the jack under the front end there, I'm going to check the outer tie rod, and that's tight, and the upper control arm and the lower control arm is and tight as well on the front left side. Now looking inside, you see your CV boot there. That CV boot is not ripped, intact, and I'm not seeing any leak at the tranny oil as well on the front left. Okay, coming on the front right tire, same thing, about 50% tread on your front right tire. Okay, you see your CV boot intact. Again, these lower control arms are quite recent, so they're not that old. You see your sway bar link connected up to there, which is good. No visible leaks on this side that I can see. And I'm going to check the lower control arm and the outer tie rod now with the jack. Okay, now there's a little bit of play in the outer tie rod on this side here. It's a little hard to see there, but I can't. This is your outer tie rod right here, and there's a little bit of play, but nothing excessive. Would I change it? No. Within the next 10,000 K, I would. Now on your strut, you see you're good and rusty. Again, rusty is not a bad thing. It's dry. That's important. Shock. The spring is intact, and the lower control arm is tight. Now brakes, you've got about I'd say you got about another 20,000 K on your front brakes. Okay, coming down to the right rear, your brakes, you got about 10,000 K left on the back brakes. I'm going to show you the tread here now. Okay, and tread in the back, about the same, about 60%, a little more tread on the back than you got on the front. Okay, now you see your spring is good and intact. I'm not seeing any. Yeah, there's your brakes, and I don't see any visible leaks as far as brakes. Your brake hose is good and intact. No cracks in it. I can see exhaust looks decent. This is a stainless steel exhaust, so they last pretty much forever. So nothing of concern. Now a little bit of rust under your under here, but again, with a vehicle of this age, that's pretty common. Nothing major other than surface rust. Okay, coming into the left rear, again about 10,000 K left on your brakes, on your rear brakes, and your rear tire a little bit more than the front, but 60% tread there. On all season, fairly aggressive. Okay, you see your spring. Your spring is good and intact. I'm not seeing any. There's your brake hose. I'm not seeing any issues about that. I'm not seeing any visible leaks in here. Got your spare. Getting a little bit of surface rust on the underside here, but nothing excessive. Okay, a little bit of surface rust. This is not through, but just to give you an idea what you're looking at there. It is getting a little weak on that one corner. Now, just a little bit of surface rust on there, on your bottom of your door. Just give you a bit of a visual on your seats. Everything looks quite clean in this vehicle. It's been, I can tell it's been well maintained. No crack in the windshield. And I'm going to start her up now. Okay. 260, 456 on your K. No check engine lights. See your mirrors. Yeah, your mirrors work. Yeah, your mirrors work okay. Your radio. I think she works here. Hang on. I don't know what's going on with this. Maybe I'm doing something with the radio, but I don't think the radio works here. Okay. I could be wrong about that, but that's the radio anyway. Horn works. Sounds a little tired, but it works. Okay. Your okay, blinkers all work. Wipers. Okay, wipers work. Windshield washers work. You can see I'll just, you can see in the rear mirror there, I have to take my word for it, the rear wipers, yeah, see your rear wipers work, and the washer works there as well. Just a quick perusal of the inside interior. Again, it's a very clean vehicle. Now I'm going to take you out and show you a shot of the motor. Okay. Good strong battery, looks fairly recent. Quite a clean motor compartment here. Alternator looks recent as well. I'm not hearing any concerning noises in this motor either. Okay, now the main thing I do is I always pull the oil cap and I look for any kind of deposits that are concerning, and I'm not seeing any on this at all. This is I can tell this has been a well-maintained vehicle. So yeah, I don't see any concerns. I don't hear any noises that are out of the ordinary on this motor. So really, truly, my estimate of this thing is not bad, not too shabby at all. The only thing you may have to do in about 10,000 K is the right-hand right outer tie rod, which is about, for me, it's like a $200 job, parts and labor. Brakes 10% at the, you got about 10,000 K left in the back brakes, but other than that, I'm not seeing anything of major concern in this vehicle. So anyway, that's what you got, and you'll have to make a decision when that's for you or not. Okay, thank you, bye-bye.